Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NFL Week 5, Monday Night Football between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday, October 10th, 2022. We're going to have NFL player props, spreads, over-unders, money lines here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that are great value bets for this Monday Night Football game between the Raiders and the Chiefs. As always, just want to thank you all for continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are partnered with Prize Picks, so be sure to use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100 on Prize Picks. You can also use one of our links that we have down below in the comment section and in the description. Really is a great app, guys. They specialize in player props and things of that nature. Put multiple picks to win a lot of money. Really is a lot of fun to use just about anything on Prize Picks. So be sure to check them out. Like I said, use our code SFP for that 100% deposit match or one of our links that we have down below in the comment section and in the description. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page as well. Great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll also have a link in the comment section and in the description for that. And be sure to also put your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. And we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. A couple quick notes, guys. I'm going to be looking to put out a Prize Picks parlay for this game. We've put out a few parlays this weekend. Ahead of the Monday Night Football game, I have a few more picks I also like. I may have these included in there. And then a few other picks for the game. Looking to do about 4 picks for the same game entry, parlay, whatever you want to call it. And we also have a new segment in this video towards the end, brought to you by Oddsjam. We're just going to be showing you guys where I find the lines for these games. So be sure to stay tuned for that. You might enjoy it. So yeah. Quick shout out now to our Straight Fire MVPs, guys. So as always, you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and in the description for that. Really, it's just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. It's just $3.99 per month. You get access to our picks early. So I always post up our picks for our MVPs early in the community tab on YouTube. You get a badge next to your name, some custom emojis, roll color in the Discord, and shout outs in our videos. And like I said, it's just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. Guys, we've also been killing it on Monday Night Football. I should say that because our Sundays have not gone quite as well. But Monday nights have been great to us. 11-1 on the year on Monday Night Football. So that is worth mentioning. Hopefully we can keep that rolling here and get that to 14-1. Get a sweep here. So that's what we're looking to do. I don't have any results to go over yet for you because I'm actually recording this on Sunday. So I don't have my results from Sunday for you. But we're going to get after it today, guys. We're going to look to get this 3-0 sweep. Keep it red hot on Monday Night Football. Keep the wheels churning. That's what we like to see. We're looking to go 14-1 on Monday Night Football right now, currently 11-1. So let's get after it. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going with Travis Kelce, over 70.5 receiving yards here for the Kansas City Chiefs, minus 115 odds on DraftKings. So guys, Kelce so far 2-2 to this line on the year. He's averaging over 8 targets per game, which is pretty solid overall. But he has absolutely owned the Las Vegas Raiders. 7 out of his last 9 games versus the Raiders, he's gone over to this line. 5 of those games, he's had 100-plus yards. So he's been absolutely terrific versus the Raiders. I look for that to continue. The Raiders' pass defense is really still struggling this year. They're having a lot of trouble, and also still versus tight ends. They're allowing the 12th most yards so far in the season to tight ends. Last year, allowed the 8th most yards to tight ends. So they still struggle in that department. Travis Kelce, also big time on Monday Night Football as well. 8 out of his last 11 games on Monday Night Football, he's hit this over, which we like to see that as well. And honestly, I think, seeing him play last week, it looked a lot more like the old Travis Kelce. He kind of was off to kind of a weird, kind of a slow start-ish outside of week 1. He had a couple weeks there where, he had a fumble. He just wasn't quite looking like himself. A few drops, things like that. But right now, he's starting to look back in form here, which they desperately need. And honestly, obviously, we like Kelce even more now that Tyreek Hill's gone. He's the primary target in this offense. And a line of 70 receiving yards really isn't that much. He could definitely, his line was up in the 80s at one point. So it has, come back because he kind of slowed down for a little bit. But I think he can get back on track here, honestly, versus the Raiders who struggle versus the pass. It's just one of those things. They've had a lot of trouble, defensively overall. I think we're going to see points in this game. I think we're going to see yards. We're going to see Travis Kelce getting after it and these receivers. I think it'll be a pretty high-scoring game as well. So, do love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick. We're going Travis Kelce, over 70.5 receiving yards here for the Kansas City Chiefs, minus 115 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with Davante Adams, anytime touchdown score here for the Las Vegas Raiders, plus 130 odds here on Caesars. So I really do love the value on this one. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm taking his touchdown right at this point over his yardage. I like his yards as well. I think that's also a good play. It's around 70 yards receiving, which I think is also a great look. But Davante Adams so far in the season, guys, has recorded a touchdown in 3 out of 4 games so far this season, which is pretty solid. Chiefs so far allowing the 10th most touchdowns to wide receivers. They've actually been particularly bad versus wide receiver ones. So the primary wide receiver, they've actually allowed a touchdown in 3 out of 4 games to wide receiver number 1. Marquise Brown of Arizona scored a touchdown. Mike Williams of the Chargers scored a touchdown. He was the primary receiver that night because Keenan Allen was out. And Mike Evans of Tampa Bay also scored 2 touchdowns. So I think Davante is a great red zone target, obviously. He's got a lot of touchdowns in his career. He does really good work in the red zone. And here he's got a great matchup. Everything that you're looking for as far as that goes. I think he will find the end zone at least once. And for plus 130, I think this is terrific value. The Chiefs also allowing a lot of receiving yards to wide receiver ones as well. 331 total yards to wide receiver number 1 on team. So those players that we just mentioned. Obviously, 331 yards total in 4 games. So over 75 yards per game, actually over 80 yards per game to wide receiver number 1. So that's why I say Davante, as far as receiving yards, I think that's also a great play as well. He's also done pretty well on Monday night as well. He's recorded 100-plus yards in 4 out of his last 5 games on Monday Night Football with 4 touchdowns. So he's another big-time performer. We talk about Travis Kelce, now we're talking about Davante Adams. And I like the weather. I know I don't mention weather too often, but as far as when we're talking touchdowns, yardage, points, stuff like that, weather's going to be in the 70s and clear, which I like to see that. So you don't have to worry about anything weird happening as far as that goes. But like I said, the value is just better right now. Plus 130 on the anytime touchdown, minus 114 if you take his receiving yards, which, like I said, is fine. You could bump up his receiving yards for more value depending on what book you have, but really do love the touchdown here. We're taking it there for our number 2 pick. Davante Adams, anytime touchdown score here for the Las Vegas Raiders, plus 130 odds on Caesars. Okay, and finally, at number 3, we're rolling with the over 51.5 points here in the Raiders-Chiefs game, minus 110 odds here on FanDuel. So, guys, this series, this over has hit 4 out of the last 4 games. So, obviously, we love to see that. When these two teams get together, there's usually points on the board, and I'm expecting that to be the case here. We got some optimal weather for the over. It's going to be in the 70s and clear, which I like to see that, like we just mentioned there with Adams. And both these defenses, Chiefs are a little bit better, but they're both, the Raiders really haven't done too good this year. 23rd in points, 22nd in yards. Chiefs are 20th in points, 13th in yards. So, mediocre at best defenses. Very beatable. Raiders honestly still have enough weapons. They finally really got it going last week versus Denver, posting 32 points, which you like to see that. Josh Jacobs ran all over Denver, which I love to see that, honestly. Finally seeing him break out. Give him that, two-headed monster with Davante Adams and Josh Jacobs. And, of course, don't forget about Darren Waller as well. So, I think this Raiders offense will start to get it more on track. Obviously, they got Josh McDaniels. They're going to figure it out on offense to a degree. I expect them to score points. I don't know if they'll figure it out on defense, but I'm expecting them to figure it out here on offense. Raiders offense, still not that bad, but still below our expectations, right? They're 10th in points, 13th in yards. Chiefs always in the top 5 and everything. They're 2nd in points, 5th in yards. So not really much needs to be said about the Chiefs. They got Patrick Mahomes. That's all you need. But no, seriously, obviously still got Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster. They still got the weapons there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire having a great season as well. So I'm expecting this to be a back and forth game for a bit. I'm not comfortable taking a side on either spread in this game. I spread 7.5, right? I probably would lean the Raiders 7.5 to cover that because I think they're going to get their offense more on track this game. I think they will score enough in this game to keep it somewhat close. But it's hard to full send that because right now I just don't trust the Raiders that enough. I trust there to be points in this game, but I just don't trust the Raiders specifically, right? Raiders, though, 13th in seconds per play. Chiefs 21st in seconds per play. So as far as pace, it averages out to about, middle of the pack, which isn't bad. It's not like we're looking at two teams that, burn it all the way to the end of the play clock, which is something that I get a little concerned about because you don't want that. You want teams that have a little bit of pace. Raiders definitely have some pace. Chiefs, not quite as much. Obviously, they're in more of the back half, but it's not anything to be too concerned about. So, honestly, do love it there, guys, for our number 3 pick. We're going over 51.5 points here in the Raiders-Chiefs game. Minus 110 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, guys, and it's time for our new segment brought to you by Oddsjam. So I just wanted to show you guys where I get my lines from and just kind of introduce this to you. So here you find this, we're on the NFL homepage here. You find this under sports when you're on Oddsjam. You just click on this top tab, sports under NFL. Then you scroll down and find the game you're looking for. So look for Raiders and Chiefs. So I just want to show you guys where I find my lines here. So here you go under main markets. Once you're under that, you go under receiving yards. Looking for Travis Kelce. Looking for 70.5 receiving yards, right? There we go. 70.5 receiving yards, minus 115, your best value. Right now, currently on Bet Rivers. Now, I believe I mentioned that it was DraftKings I had it. It was there. Now DraftKings moved his line up to 73.5. But you can still get it 70.5 here on Bet Rivers, guys. And PointsBet, you can still get it there. A little bit more juice. These lines are still fine with me. I'm totally fine with taking that. 72.5 here on FanDuel. DraftKings, like I said, did bump it up to 73.5, which was interesting. They're getting a little sneaky on us. But that's our first one there. Then we're going to find our anytime touchdown. You actually got to scroll down to the bottom for that. I know, there's a lot to sort through here. But all the way at the bottom is your anytime touchdown. Looking for Devontae Adams. So right here, plus 130 on Caesars. There we go. Beautiful, right? Plus 130, great value. Your best value you can get by a pretty good margin. You see, if you take it on FanDuel, it's minus 105. That's why you line shop, guys. You get such a better value here on Caesars. Even MGM is better. Even DraftKings is better. But obviously, you want to take it on Caesars if you can get it there. Take your best value. Don't jip yourself on the value. And then we're looking for total points. So we go right up here to that. Total points, 51.5. You can actually get this at 51. I don't usually like posting stuff at 51 where it's a push. I like getting the win. I'm confident here at 51.5. So this is minus 110 across, though. Here that you'll see over 51.5. You can get it on any book pretty much. MGM, FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings at 51.5 here. So, I posted it for FanDuel. So there it is. There's that. And if you want to be able to see more books, this is kind of our main books here in the U.S., right? If you want to see all the main books like BetUS, all the other ones outside the U.S. as well, you can find just about any book on here as well. You just click screen, and this will show you all the lines. I mean, you can click on this game and click your market. You can go money line. You can, this is a lot more going on this page, so it get a little bit more confusing because they're giving you obviously a ton of lines here. But overall, this shows you just about every book you can imagine. Look at this, Fox Bet, Bovada's in there, and all sorts of books there. If you scroll all the way over, I don't know why I'm doing that. There we go. Scroll all the way over. Look how many books we got. So you can find your best lines easy that way. Now, of course, like I said, I just used the main one we were just on because it's just, it's not. I like using just the main books anyway, is what I reference. So, appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this segment. Just wanted to introduce it to you. If you guys are interested in checking out Oddsjam on a free basis, check out one of our links that we have down below for our affiliate program. You guys can click on that link, try Oddsjam out for free for 7 days, and then decide if you want to go forward with it. They have some different plans that they do offer, so highly encourage you just to check it out, even on a free basis. Nothing wrong with free, right? We like free, and then decide if you like it. They also have a special MGM link as well that I'll also post. If you guys don't have a BetMGM account, you can also check that out. You get a special bonus depending on where you're at. So also check that link out as well. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for us here today. Appreciate you guys here as always. Hope you guys enjoyed the Oddsjam segment there. Just wanted to show you guys where I get the lines and kind of give you an idea of the tools that are available to you out there. Like I said, you can check that out on a free basis for a 7-day trial if you click our link down below. And they also have other plans that they offer, and you can look into those and see what's best for you if you end up deciding to do that. But definitely check it out for free. Nothing wrong with checking it out and seeing if you like it. I use it every day. Every day I sports bet. I use it for Lions Movement. I use it for my bet tracker. I get a lot of use out of Oddsjam, so I think it is a great resource, especially for betting like every day. I think it's definitely a good tool to have in your toolbox. So Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope we get the 3-0 sweep, guys. We've been killing it on Monday Night Football. I hope we can keep that going. It's been my highlight of the year so far. It's been a rough... Sundays have been somewhat rough lately. And honestly, I'm hoping that we can continue this at least on Mondays. Mondays, we've been celebrating just about every Monday. So hopefully we can keep that going. I love the picks here tonight, guys. I think we're going to see some points. You never know in the NFL, but I think both these offenses are going to get after it. I think we're going to definitely see some points. So appreciate you guys as always. Check out our social media. Check out our Twitter in particular because we're going to be posting up a Prize Picks parlay if you guys have Prize Picks. Like I said, check that out as well. I'm going to be putting a parlay together for that. Some other selections I like. I'll probably have like the Devontae Adams touchdown in there. And probably the Kelsey yards. And then maybe like 2 other selections that I really like. Honestly, might have the Devontae receiving yards as well. We'll see though. I got to put that together. And that'll be posted like I said on our Twitter. So follow us on Twitter. Check out our Straight Fire MVP program like we were talking about earlier of that. Other than that, that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.